Hey everybody, Cheap Comic Collector here, and today we've got another What Am I Reading episode. And I just realized when I was unbagging these for the video that they're all DC comics. So usually I try to do a little bit of variety, but for whatever reason I went with all DC comics today. So first off the bat, we got Grayson, #1. From the new 52 series, and it's 2014 when this came out. Nice little oddball cover with Batman's on the cover, even though he doesn't seem to be in it. And it starts out with just showing Dick Grayson in his various identities when he was a circus acrobat, and then Robin, and then Nightwing, and of course now he's basically a spy. So this was written by Tim Seeley, and Tom King. Let me grab my my magnifying glass has gone missing once again. That's weird. All right, I'm having a little bit of trouble reading this, so we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. I'm not completely happy with the way the videos are turning out with it being static anyway. So there we go. We got Mikkel Jonen as the artist. The stylized lettering sometimes is hard for me to read a little bit. So anyway, this starts out with Dick Grayson. He's trying to get on this train, and Midnighter's up here watching him, and apparently they're trying to get a hold of this guy who is some kind of Russian guy that has some kind of secret power or something. So this lady's basically trying to seduce him, and then this is actually Dick Grayson's partner. I think her name later is revealed as Helena Bertinelli, so I don't know if that's supposed to be the Huntress or not in this version of things. I don't remember hearing that she was a Spiral agent like Nightwing was, but I haven't actually read those, so this is my first experience with him as a secret agent. So yeah, he gets on the train, he gets a hold of the guy, gets him off the train using his acrobatic skills, and then basically tries to convince the guy that he's his friend, and then Midnighter shows up to try and get the guy away from him. And the guy uses his power to basically hurl Midnighter away, and questions whether Grayson is actually his friend or not. So he does have a successful mission. He gets away with the guy, and it shows them back at Spiral headquarters talking to their handler, who as is revealed in the end pages, is not a good guy. They basically dissected the guy that they rescued and told Nightwing that he was going to, he was in a resort somewhere being well taken care of. And the guy's secret mission seems to be, at this point, to try and find out the secret identity of various superheroes, including the Titans. So you got Batman, Cyborg, and Flash there on the bottom. So, and that's pretty much the end of the issue. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was different. Could have used a little bit more setup for what was going on, but it was enough to keep me interested. And it was good. It was good. It was well written and well drawn. Everything was good about it. So now we got Batman versus Bane #1. This is a Forever Evil Aftermath one-shot from 2014 as well. And it is pretty much Bane has control of Gotham City, or at least a portion of it. And Batman comes back from, the Forever Evil storyline, basically. And the Talons are working with Bane. And Bane's in charge of the city. And so Commissioner Gordon's out there trying to help keep things sane, and Batman comes back and basically fights Bane and wins. And the art is good. Storyline is, I mean, I can see why they did it, because it needed, the story needed a resolution, I guess, of Bane being in charge. But I mean, there's a fight scene that just goes on for several pages. Wasn't a whole lot of story here. They fight. They have sound effects. Crack, scrack, brack, frack, and bash. And fram. So, wham. Fram, wham. Thank you, ma'am. And that's it. Bane is put into custody, and that's pretty much the end of it. So, not a great issue, just because it was really light on story. It's just a big fight scene between Batman and Bane, with Batman winning. So, and then Green Lantern Corps: Edge of Oblivion. I made the mistake of thinking that this was a 2-issue series. I misread the small numbering on one of the covers, and it's actually a 6-issue series. So, as I was reading this, it's really good. And I got to about the middle of the 2nd issue, and I was like, how the heck are they going to wrap this up by the end of the issue? And of course they didn't, because it's a 6-issue series. So, my mistake on that. And then, but as you can see, the art is fun and good. The story is good. It's written by Tom Taylor, art by Ethan Van Sciver. And, the cover was by Van Sciver and Wright. And it's a good story. You know what? Back in the day when Green Lantern, probably back in the 80s, I didn't buy Green Lantern very often, but I always enjoyed the backup Green Lantern Corps stories more than I did the Hal Jordan main series. So I enjoyed this. This was fun. For some reason, which I am not aware of, the Green Lantern Corps is trapped inside the universe that died before the one they came from. And they're separated into more than one group. And the planet Green Lantern, I forget his name. It starts with an M. He lights up the sky to draw the Green Lanterns to the other ones, and something else comes along and just kind of tries to slam into them. The Green Lanterns are trying to stop it, and then these guys show up, and this guy and this girl, and these are apparently the protectors of the last city on the last planet of this dying universe that's just all black other than that. So they decide to team up with the Green Lantern Corps to try and find a way out into the universe that the Green Lantern Corps has come from. But there's also a faction who, these Red Hoods, that are against that. They're trying to obliterate everything for some reason. They want the destruction. So they attack this Green Lantern, this kind of fish Green Lantern. There's actually a better look at it on the cover right here. And basically suck out its life force. They kill it. And that's the end of the 1st issue. 2nd issue is basically they find the dead lantern. And so, basically demand explanations from the resident heroes who describe who this person is, and basically come clean with the fact that there's this large faction of their society that follow this person who basically wants the end of everything for some reason. That's not revealed in these first 2 issues, but it's good. You know, the character designs are nice of the different Green Lanterns. I don't know if they existed before this or if they're just various ones. I mean, I recognize a few of them, like, of course, like, you know, Guy Gardner and Kilowog and Aricia and so forth. And yeah, Aricia and the squirrel get sucked into basically a black hole type thing, and it ends with Guy Gardner punching out Kilowog because he feels it's his fault for trying to help the people that are there instead of, you know, looking after their own. And these were from 2016. And so that's it. Favorite would be, which would it be? It's not Batman versus Bane. That would be the least favorite. Oh, it's a toss-up between Grayson and Green Lantern Corps. I really enjoyed both of those. So, yeah, I could go either one of those as the favorites. I can't pick one. I just can't. So, Grayson is a standalone story for the first issue, basically. I mean, it's kind of sets up the series, you know, but it's basically a standalone issue with subplots that continue on, whereas the Green Lantern Corps, you know, obviously continues on for 4 more issues that I don't have. So, but they were both good reads. Batman versus Bane is not a big deal, just another fight scene. So that was fun. You know, it's fun to read some modern comics and actually enjoy them for a change. Excuse me. So if you watched yesterday's video, you saw me unload these 5 long boxes that are here now in the closet. These are the ones that I got from the Comics Den garage sale, and I wanted to point out something. The ones in the short box are actually, yeah, because I had them crammed in there so tight. These are all the extra books, whereas now the long boxes are at a good amount of books, you know, but they're not shoved in there. So these are all the ones, extra ones I pulled out so that they weren't all crammed together. And yeah, so I wrote down. I counted how many there were and there was 1,445. I paid $500, so they came out to 35 cents a piece. But what I wanted to show you was I made a rookie mistake. I seem to always make a rookie mistake when I go to the Comics Den sales. I get so excited after being able to get all these great books. And the mistake is that not all boxes are created equal. I could have gotten more books, but I made the mistake of grabbing a long box that was shorter than a normal long box. And I know that, like, there's a difference in short box sizes because I have a couple smaller ones, and this box here was actually like a file box, like the kind that you would put in a drawer, like those kind of comic boxes, and it doesn't hold as many comics as like a BCW comic. There's about it's about this much shorter than a regular box. So, you know, how many books is that? That's probably anywhere from 15 to 30 more books, if not a little bit more, depending on, you know, if they're boarded or bagged or whatever. So, so yeah, I could have got maybe another 25, 30, 40 comics if I had been paying attention to the size of the box that I had grabbed when I would just go grab another long box, because they have a bunch of empty boxes there for you to grab and fill up. So now I know, you know, if there's a next time, I will know better. So anyway, just wanted to pass that on. Let people know that things like that, you know, Take your time. I'm always in such a hurry, and I just make dumb mistakes like that. So, not a big deal. I still got a killer deal, man. 35 cents a piece, and these books are. I just flip through a couple here in this top box. I got Batman, Spectra, Superboy, Man of Steel. I got all the Man of Steel issues except for number 1, I think, which I already have, and that's a series I've been wanting to put together. A couple more Cave Carson issues, Spectra, Charlton, Space War, Porky Pig, Dell, Brothers of the Spear, Richie Rich, Classics Illustrated, Korak, Richie Rich, Infinity Crusade. Just really great comics. Superman, Wonder Woman, just, old Gold Key, Run Buddy Run, whatever the heck that is, Roy Rogers comics. Just all kinds of stuff throughout the whole spectrum. I got Archie, Charlton, Dell, Harvey. I got a whole bunch of first comics, Grimjacks. I got a couple Badgers. What was the other series? Grimjack, Badger. There was something else I got just a huge run of too. I don't remember at the moment. Oh, John Sable Freelance. I got a bunch of those. A ton of those, like throughout the whole run, just a lot. And I haven't gone through them that carefully yet. I'm just going off the top of my head of what I remember grabbing. And I didn't get to go through all the comics that were there either. There was another 12-foot table with comics on the top and underneath that I didn't get to go through. I called it quits after five boxes. So, and a lot of fun. Just a great show. Great sale. And that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Tomorrow, we're going to go through that trade box that I got in, that I showed in yesterday's episode. So we'll see what Brian sent in for a trade. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night.